Okay, so just to update you on today's class, so I thought that we would inspire today's mat class by reformer exercises. So those of you who've never worked on a Pilates reformer, it's a large piece of equipment. It has springs and straps, and you do various exercises on it using the resistance of the springs. So just to put you in the picture for those who haven't worked on the reformer. So I'm going to take a lot of those exercises and I'm going to kind of convert them to work on the mat a little bit. So a lot of you will recognize them. For those that don't, just work with your body. As I've said before, just do what you can. If anything doesn't feel right on your body or with your body, or if you feel pain, stop what you're doing and just move around a little bit. Do whatever you feel like doing until the next exercise. All right. So that's it for today in terms of a little bit of an explanation. So we're going to start at the back of our mat. So all stand up. We don't need any toilet rolls or props today. You'll be happy to know. So I'm not going to send you running. So hip distance apart. We're just going to warm up a little bit first before we get on to all the moves. There's still people joining, so just all stand at the back of your mats. If you've just joined, we're going to do some reformer-inspired exercises today. So lengthen up your spine nice and tall, lengthen through the crown of your head, reaching your fingertips down towards the mat. Tilt your pelvis, posterior tilt, take a breath, and let's exhale chin to chest, rolling down. And feel there might be a little bit of stiffness in your spine. We're just ironing all that out, reaching down, inhale. And we exhale, pull yourselves back up, using your abdominals, shoulders relaxed out of your ears, and restack your spine. Beautiful deep breath in. And let's exhale, rolling back down. You feel where you need this movement in your spine. Maybe it's the lower back, maybe it's your upper back. But stay drawing up through the middle. Inhale, crown of the head nice and relaxed. Inhale. And exhale, pull yourselves back up. And restack. Let's do one more. Inhale. And we exhale. Rounding. Feel that opening up of the back of the ribs. Reaching down. Reaching down. Now stay at the bottom. You might want to just widen your feet slightly apart. Bend your knees a little bit. I want you to take your left hand, hold on to your right ankle with your left hand, keep your knees bent, and then reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. So your knees are bent, you're just getting a little bit of rotation. Don't force anything, just a little bit of movement in the spine. And slowly bring that arm down. Take your right hand, hold your left ankle, keep the knees bent, and reach your arm up towards the ceiling. And bring it down. Let's do that one more time on each side. Left hand to right ankle, and reach up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Exhale, pull that arm down. One more time, right hand to left ankle, and reach it up. And slowly bring it down. Keep your knees bent, hang with your neck and head at the bottom. Draw your belly button upwards, inhale. And exhale, slowly, slowly roll yourself up. And restack up nice and tall. Very nice. Walk to the front of your mat. Sitting down, and let's roll down to our supine position. So we're going to start on the mat. I hope you can all see me. I think so. On the mat, let me just make sure. Okay. So let's start with a couple of warm-up exercises. So feet are hip distance apart. Arms are long onto the mat. We're going to do some pelvic curls. Make sure your feet aren't too far away from your sitting bones. Lengthen your spine. Open up your collarbones. Deep breath in. And exhale, tuck your pelvis. So press your lower back down into the mat. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And then press your hips up towards the ceiling. Using your arms, opening your chest. Keep the ribs closed. Inhale. Exhale, curling back down. And see if you can get each vertebrae to press down into the mat. Try not to skip any. It may take a few pelvic curls to do that. Inhale. And we exhale. Tuck your pelvis. Peeling up. Stretch. Feel that nice stretch in your hip flexors, your quads. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale. And we exhale again. Vertebra by vertebra. Breathe. Use your breath. Lengthen down through the spine. And releasing it down. And release. Inhale. And we exhale. Tilt. Press up, squeeze your glutes as you're lifting through the spine. Make sure you're not popping your ribs. Inhale. And exhale. Rolling down. And let's just do one more. All the way to the bottom. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze your glutes. Press your arms gently down. Use your arms. Lift. See if you can lift a little higher. See if you can lift a little higher. Now hold it there. Walk your feet in towards one another so that your feet are together. Keep lifting your hips. Now squeeze your knees together. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And squeeze and hold. Hold. Press them together. Press them together. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the inner thighs or adductors. And hold for 5, 4, 3. Keep squeezing. 2 and 1. And then just take the toes out. Heels out. We're back to hip distance apart. Take a breath. And roll yourself back down. We just added in a little bit of adductor work, inner thigh work there. And releasing all the way down. Nice work. Now lift your right leg to tabletop. Left leg to join. 90-degree your legs. Try and keep your knees above your hips. I often see the knees pulling in a little bit too much. So try and keep them there. It makes your abs work a little harder. 90-degree in your knee. Arms out to a T position. Now keep both your shoulder blades down onto the mat. And make sure you're not arching your backs. So abs nice and connected. We're going to squeeze the knees together. Inhale over to the left. Make sure you're not arching into your lower back. So keep your abs tight. And then exhale, pull. Back to center. Over to the right. Inhale. Keep the left shoulder down. Exhale. Welcome for whoever's just joined. We're just warming up on the mat. So down on your backs, do a couple of spine twists. Maybe do a couple of pelvic curls just to warm up. Inhale over to the right. Keep squeezing your knees together. Keep squeezing and pull back to center with your abdominals. Inhale over to the left. Remember, keep your knees above your hips. Exhale, we pull back to center. And let's do one more over to the right. And we exhale. Pull back to center. And bring the legs down one at a time. Excellent. All right. So we're going to go straight into some footwork. So this is a series that we do on the reformer. Obviously, the only thing lacking here is the resistance, but still, we're going to work our abs and we're going to work our legs. So I want you to interlace your fingers, place them behind your head. Okay, so we're supporting our necks and now we're supporting our heads. Now I want you to lift your head and your chest. Lift your legs one by one up to tabletop. Whoever's just joined, mute your microphone, please. I'm not too sure. Sorry, Sorry guys, I just want to mute somebody's microphone. There we go. Okay, we're all good. All right, so let's get back into it. So we're going to do some Pilates footwork. So we're lifting our chest. Now make sure your legs are hip distance apart. And I want you to flex, dorsiflex your feet. Okay, so we're going to do our flexed hip work. Now take a breath in. Exhale, press your legs out. And pull them back in. Now how low you go with your legs is completely dependent on how strong your abs are. So the higher you go with your legs, okay, the less harder it is. So you decide, all right, keep lifting your chest, but make sure when you press your legs out, you're not arching your backs. So go higher if you struggle. So you can go there and pull in, or you can go lower for a bit more ab work and pull in. We're going to do 4 more. Keep flexing your feet, hip distance apart. And pull in. 2 more. Pull in, abs tight. Use your breath. 1 more. Press out. And we pull in. Okay. Now we're going to keep the legs hip distance apart. Point your toes. And let's continue. Pull in. Keep lifting the chest. Pull in. I can feel my abs. Pull in. So if you're struggling, go higher with the legs. And in. Let's do 4 more. Pull in. 3 more. Tighten up the abs. And pull in. Last one. Press out. And pull in. Very nice. Now, flex your feet. Heels together in a V shape. Okay. Squeeze the heels together. Keep lifting your chest. If you need, in fact, let's go down. Go down with the chest. Let's have a little breather. And let's exhale back up. Okay, I've given you a little rest. Now squeeze your heels together. Inhale. Exhale. Press the legs out. Squeeze the inner thighs. Pull back in, squeezing your heels. Exhale. Press out. And pull back in. Good. Nice work. Press out. And pull back in, squeezing the abs. Pull back in. Let's do 2 more. Press back out. Pull back in. Last time. Press. Squeeze. And we pull back in and just have a little breather. Okay, so it's working your abs a lot. I can feel it. Now, let's bring the feet back to parallel. Now let's do single leg. So lift our chest back up. Keep your left leg in tabletop. Flex your right foot. Keep lifting the chest. And let's do single leg. Press out. Pull back in. Press out. Pull back in. Good. Keep lifting the chest. Pull back in. Press it out. Pull back in. Keep flexing that right foot. 2 more. Pull back in. Last one. Press it out. And pull back in. Point that toe. Keep that leg in tabletop. Flex your left foot. Let's continue. Pull in. Keep lifting. Pull in. And the same applies. The higher you go, the easier it is on your abs. And press. And in. Let's do 2 more. And in. Last one. And we press. Pull in. Well done. Bring the legs to tabletop. And bring your head and your chest down. Excellent. Now stretch your legs up to the ceiling. Let's do a little bit of hamstring work, or calf work, should I say, calf raises. So all I want you to do, if this is uncomfortable with your hands here, you can bring them down now. I don't mind. I want us to flex and point. Flex and point. Flex. If you want to work your abs, you can lift your chest. Flex and point. So keep your chest up or down depending on what you want to add on to this exercise. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. 2 more. Point. 1 more. And point. Now, a little bit of coordination needed here. We're going to flex one foot and point the other, and then switch, and switch, and switch. So one leg can bend. So just flexing and pointing one foot and pointing one foot. Bit of concentration needed. Let's do 2 more. And let's do 1 more. Well done. Bring your knees in. Chest down if it was up. Hold behind your knees. Take a breath. And exhale. Roll yourself up just to release your backs a little bit. Excellent. Okay. Let's roll ourselves back down. Okay. Now we're going to do an abdominal exercise. Not that that wasn't, but anyway, let's continue. On the reformer, it's called coordination. I want you to lift your legs back up to tabletop and then have your arms up above your shoulders. Now on the reformer, we would have straps in our hands. So imagine that you have some straps of some sort that you have to pull, all right? But still, we're going to work our abs. Now, if you've never done coordination before, you can watch me and then join in. You're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to lift the head and the chest, reach the arms forward, legs forward. Open out the arms and the legs. Keep lifting the chest. Pull them both back in and bring everything down. Okay, so work with me on this. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the chest, reach the arms and legs out. Open out both arms and legs. Close back in. And exhale back down. Again, exhale, reach, squeeze the abs. Open. Pull back in. And let's go down. Exhale, press. Open out. Pull back in. And take it down. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale out. Exhale, take them back in. Last one. Exhale. Open. Pull back in. And take it down. Well done. Just hug your knees into your chest and massage out your lower backs. Excellent. All right. So we've done a little bit of ab work on the reformer, our mats. Now we're going to go into what we call hip work. So with hip work, you would imagine that you've got straps on your feet. And then your arms are going to be down next to your side. Your chest will be down. Flex your feet. Heels together in a little bit of a V shape. Draw your belly button down to the back of the spine. Abs tight. Take a breath in. And we exhale, press the legs out. And then pull them back in. Now imagine, in your mind, you're pressing springs or straps away and pulling back in. Keep squeezing the heels together. And in. The higher you go with your legs, the less your abs are going to work. So you take it to where you feel comfortable. Because you don't want to arch your lower backs. So press out. Pull back in. Let's do 2 more. Press out. Pull back in. Last time. Exhale, press out. And pull back in. Nice. Now take your legs up to the ceiling. Again, press the lower back down. Point your toes. We're going to go into leg circles. Don't take your circles too big. Otherwise, you are going to feel it in your back. So the smaller the circle, the less strain on your back. So let's go down. Down, circle round and up. Circle round and up. Down. So small circles if you're battling to hold your lower back down. And circle. And circle. One more in this direction. And circle. Let's change direction. Out. Down, round and up. Again. Make your circle small. Remember, you're working with your hip joint here. Okay, so work with your hips. Squeeze the abs. 2 more. Circle round. And last one. Circle round. And just bring your knees in just for a little bit of a breather. Then take your legs back out. We call this openings. Take the legs out, stretch, pull back in. You can even have them up here if you're really struggling with your back. But opening out the hip joint. And take them out. Pull back in. And out. And out. Pull back in. Last one. And out. Pull back in. Bring the knees in. Hug your knees into your chest. And again, roll from side to side. So, because we don't have our feet in the straps, okay, it works the abs quite a lot more than it would on the reformer. But well done. That was really good. Okay, so this next exercise is not for everyone. If you've got spinal issues, please don't do this. Rather just move on the mat, just move. Pelvic curl, spine twist, or whatever you like, okay? Or you can just do little lifts, like so. For the rest of you, give this a try. It's called a short spine. Normally you would have your feet in straps. Give it a try, okay? We're not going to do too many, but give it a try. So, you're going to have your feet in your little V shape, heels together. You're going to press the legs out. Then you lift the legs up, 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 up. And then roll over. And then when you roll over, sorry, you keep your legs bent. And then you roll down through the spine. And then you come back to your tabletop. I'll do it again. Press out, bring the legs up, and you bend. And you roll down. And you come back. So give it a whirl. If you're struggling with that or you're feeling it too much in your backs, then rather just try and lift your hips like so. If you suffer from lower backs, then just go into some nice pelvic curls. All right. So I'm going to watch you all. So it's really just kind of a rollover version. All right. So just practice getting that spine to roll. Okay, so for those of you who are doing it with me, we press out, lift up and over, and bend the legs, and then roll down, keeping the knees in. And there. Just do one more. I'm coming to check. Excellent. Everybody's doing their own little versions. Beautiful, guys. Nice. Keep your head down, Sammy. Head down. And then straighten your legs out. And then you bring them over and curl up. Excellent. Just be careful, Sylvia, don't roll onto your neck. Don't roll onto your neck. That's it. All right, well done, guys. Bring your legs down. Hug your hands behind your knees and roll yourselves up into a sitting position. Nice work, guys. That was a bit of a challenge, bit of spine work there. Especially if your spine feels stiff, it's quite a challenge. Okay, so what next? Okay, let's sit at the front of our mat. So the next exercise is part of what we call the short box series. We normally sit on a box on the reformer. We don't have any of that. And normally our feet are in a strap to hold the feet down. We don't have that either. So make sure that your legs are bent, but they're not too bent. So they're quite long. All right. Now please, this exercise, you don't have to go too far back. It's a small movement. You go to where you keep control. Take your forearms on top of one another and sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your pelvis, so you're rounding your back. So we're hollowing into our abdominals, round back, and then keep that C shape, that rounding, and come back in. Exhale, scoop, curling down, curling down. Scoop into the belly button and exhale, rounding back. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale back, scoop, 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 and exhale, round your back. Let's do 1 more. So this is called round back, round back. So think about the scoop, rounding forward and lengthen up. Now, take your hands behind your head. And this is now called flat back. You hinge back and pull back up. Now, as you can see, it doesn't have to be a big movement, but keep your back straight and hinge back and pull back to center. Abs super tight. I'm watching you. Exhale, pull to center. Think of lengthening up your spine and then pull back to center. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. And last time, inhale. And we exhale back up. And well done. Keep your arms there. We're now going to do a little bit of a tilt. So lengthen up your spine, ribs in. We're going to inhale, take your head and chest over to the right. Exhale, pull back up to center. Inhale over to the left. So we're just tilting. Exhale. Keep both sit bones down into the mat. So you're not lifting your hips. Inhale. Make sure you don't feel this in your lower back. So keep your abs tight. Lengthen up. Exhale. And 1 more time. And exhale up. And just release for a few seconds. Okay, now we're going to do another part of this. We're going to rotate to one side, hinge back up forward, and center. Rotate to the other side, hinge back, and center. Join in, rotate to the right, hinge back, pull back up, and center. Remember, it doesn't have to be a big move. You keep control of your abs. Exhale up and center. Let's do 1 more each side. Inhale, back, pull back up, center. Last one, rotate. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and center. Well done. You would have felt your hip flexors a little bit on that one, I'm sure. Perfectly normal. Just bring the soles of your feet together if you can and just kind of stretch out a little bit. Well done. Okay. Next exercise. Straighten out your legs. Now it's called rowing back. So do what you can with this one. We're not going to do too many, but let's have a bit of fun with it. As always, just connect your abdominals. There's a little bit of shoulder movement. For those with tight shoulders, you may struggle a little bit. If you find that the whole exercise is too much, then just, for those people who can't, just do little kind of roll ups, just like so. The rest of you, watch me. Arms forward. Lengthen up your spine. You pull your fists into your chest. Hold them there. You tuck and you scoop and you roll down halfway. Then you take your arms out, palms back. Pull the arms back as you curl forward. Try and see if you can touch your hands. Then lift your arms up and reach forward. And then lift up. So have a bit of fun with this one. Work with me on this. I'll go slowly. Pull your fists to your chest, elbows wide. Curl down, halfway, pause. Turn the hands inside out so the palms go back. Pull the arms back as you hinge forward. Lift the arms. If you can touch your hands, that's great. Then lift the arms up. Try and keep the shoulders out of your ears. I've got a bit of a shoulder issue, so this is a struggle for me. Reach forward and then sit up tall. Let's try again. Pull the hands to the chest. Tall spine. Roll, curl yourselves down halfway. Turn the palms, reaching back. Press forward, reach the arms back. Lift your arms up, taking them forward and curl up nice and tall. Let's do one more because I think you've all got it now. Pull in. Nice. Curl down. Hold. Turn the hands inside out. Press back with your arms. Normally you'd have your hands in straps here on the reformer. Lifting your arms forward. And curl up. Well done, guys. I'm sure that's a first for most of you, so well done. Excellent stuff. Just shake out your arms. We've got a little bit of shoulder work there. Okay. What next? Okay, so up onto your knees. 4-point kneeling position. So this is an improvised version of what we call an up stretch 2 on the reformer. So your feet will actually be on a carriage that moves, but we're improvising here. So shoulders above, wrists. For those people who cannot do a plank on their arms, then I just want you to do a normal plank on your forearms. Okay, so there's always something that you can do. So don't force anything. But for those that can go up onto their full plank, then this is for you. Give it a try. Take your right leg back and left. So your feet are hip distance apart and you're in a plank. Now, you're going to lift up into your up stretch and then down into your plank. That's the move. Inhale, press up and down into your plank. Good. Lift the hips up. Down into the plank. Good. Lift. Down into your plank. Remember, when you go into your plank, make sure you don't sink into your lower back. So tuck your pelvis. Let's do 2 more of these. Lift. Try and get your chest through your arms. Press down into your plank. Last one. Inhale, we lift. And exhale into your plank. And then go up into your upstretch position and just walk your hands and your feet so that they're quite close to your hands. Okay. Now, this is also not for everybody. So if you struggle with this, just kind of do an upstretch position. Sorry, there's a hair here that's annoying me. Okay. So what I want you to do here is press your heels down and see if you can press into your left foot and kind of hover your right leg. And I want you to pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulse that leg back slightly and pull it in. 3, 2, 1, and take it down. Let's go to the other side. Slightly lift your left foot. Pulse it back. 1, 2, 3. Pull with your hip flexor. Pull, pull. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And slowly bring your knees down. Good work. Quite a bit of stretch in the back of the legs. I know you're probably all looking at me going, where did she get all this stuff today? I promise you these are reformer exercises. So just have fun with it. Trust me, you're getting your body moving. So do your best. Okay, the next one is a knee stretch series. You're on your forearms. Most of your weight is on your forearms. And I want you to tuck your toes under and bring your knees quite close to your hands. So it's not quite a 4-point kneeling. Your knees are quite close to your hands. Your toes are tucked under. Press most of your weight now onto your arms. So we're not pressing back into our knees. Okay? Take a breath in. and then lift your knees off the mat. Just a couple of centimeters. Now curl round into your abs and hold. Hold. Think about hollowing your abs, hollowing your abdominals. And let's hold. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And bring the legs down. I'm actually not going to do the single leg now, just because I'm being kind. So let's not do that. So I want us to come up into a tall kneeling position. You can move into the front, into the middle of your mat if you like. Just shake out your wrists if they took a bit of strain on that kneeling. So just kind of press forward. Your wrists have muscles, so they also need to strengthen. Now normally we can do this on the reformer. We would have straps in our hands and we'd have resistance. So imagine you've got straps. Actually for this one, let's tuck our toes. Let's tuck our toes today for our thigh stretch. For your thigh stretch, remember there's a rod through your spine. You're not arching into your back. Okay, so keep everything tight. In fact, I want you to kind of almost tuck your pelvis forward into your posterior tilt. And then you press back. Pull up. Pull back. Go back as far as you can to remain stable. And pull up using your quads. When you go back, you don't want any creases in the front of your tights or your pants. Okay, we inhale to go back. And pull up with your quads, not your back. Okay, so inhale. Pull back up. Again. We inhale, inhale, inhale. See if you can go a little further. And we pull. All the way back. 3 more. Watch your lower backs, guys. Tuck your pelvis. 2 more. Inhale. Last one. We inhale. And we pull ourselves up. Well done. Nice. Right, a lot of quad work there. So let's go into our kneeling lunge, which we can do on the reformer. The only difference is that your front foot will be higher on a bar. But it's down on the mat. Normal lunge position. When you press forward, your hands are on the mat for stability. Make sure your knee's above your ankle. So you don't want this kind of scenario where the heel's lifting and the knee's over the ankle. So make sure you have a 90 degree and you're pressing the hips forward. Okay, so you should feel a lovely stretch everywhere. Hip flexor, inner thigh, and a little bit of glute. Now from this position, you can tuck your back foot if you like, whatever's comfortable. You're going to go into a hamstring stretch, straight backs, not round slap chip, crispy chip back, and then press back into your lunge. And we pull back, flex the foot, straight back, and we press forward into our lunge. And we take it back, flat back, and we press forward. And we take it back, flex the foot, and we press forward. Again, back, feel the hamstring, and forward, press. Last one, back, and we press forward. Tuck your toe if it's not already tucked. Lift your back knee off. And then I want you to walk around so that you're in that position, and I am going to turn around so that you don't have my butt in the camera. All right, so in a wide stance, stretch it out here, head nice and heavy, just enjoy the stretch, and then I want you to roll yourselves slowly up. Which brings us to an exercise that we call side split on the reformer. Normally one foot would be on a carriage and you'd press away and you'd pull back in. We haven't got that luxury. So what I want you to do, you're quite wide with your feet, parallel your feet. So they're not splayed out, they're not externally rotated. Parallel your feet and reach your arms out to a T position. Now I want you to imagine, keeping your legs straight, that you're trying to scrunch the mat up in the middle. So pull the feet in towards one another, so you're trying to scrunch your mat. You should feel the adductors, your inner thighs, and then you press the mat out as if you're trying to flatten it out again. And we pull in, scrunching up your mat. And then you press out, trying to straighten it out again. Again, we pull in. And we're pressing out. So to anybody watching, it looks like we're doing absolutely nothing. But trust me, I can feel it. I hope you can. Thumbs up if you can. And pull. Good. And then we're pressing out. And we pull. When you pull in, you should feel the inner thighs. And when you press out, you should feel the hip abductors. Last one, pull in. Good. And we're pressing out. Well done. And roll down. Excellent work. And then you're going to walk the other way into your kneeling lunge position on the other side. Make sure you're now doing the other side. Same applies. We're going to do the same again. 90-degree your front leg. Press the hips forward. Use your back muscles. We're not just slouched. And we're going to pull back and back in. And we straighten the front leg. Flex your foot and press forward. And we take it back, flex the foot, and we press forward. And again, keep breathing, and we press forward. Let's do 3 more. Pull back. Use your back muscles, nice straight backs. No rounding backs. Pull and press forward. Let's do 1 more. And we pull. And we press forward. Tuck your toes. Lift your back leg, stretch it out. And walk yourselves back around. Head down. Relax the shoulders. And slowly roll yourselves back up. Parallel your feet. Arms out. And let's go again. Take a breath in. Exhale, we pull, scrunching your mat. And then press out. And pull in, pull in. Keep your abs tight. And we press out. Again, pull, pull, pull. Use those inner thighs. Try and see if you can get a wrinkle in your mat. I can't. And press out. And again, pull in. Woo. And press out. Last one. Pull, 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 pull. And we press out. Well done. Just flop down. Excellent work. And roll back up. Good work. 2 more exercises to go. We're on the home stretch. Down on your knees. Now, we're going to do what we call a mermaid. So let's go this way. So in a mermaid, you want to go into a Z position with your legs. So the leg that bends backwards is kind of in a parallel to the edge of your mat. If that makes any sense. And your arms are out like so. So we sit up nice and tall. You can watch me if you've never done this before. We're going to press the arm out. So slide it along the mat. Rotate this arm around. So we're getting the rotation. You bring the arm back into your T position and you slide back up. Put the other hand down on the mat and we reach up and over. Excellent. Let's do that again. Take the arm down. Press it out. Rotate round. Take it back, rotating back, open the chest. And pull yourselves up, hand down, reach up and over. Nice long arm, very nice. And again, take the arm down, press it out, T shape, and rotate. And take it back out, open the chest, and pull yourselves up, very nice, reaching up and over. Let's do one more on that side. Take it down, push along the mat, and rotate round. Keep the abs tight. Taking it out to your T position. Pull yourselves up. It requires a bit of effort to pull yourselves up and stretch. And release. And then we switch over to the other side. Now sometimes you feel that the other side just feels really sticky and hard, and one side feels really easy, and that's perfectly normal. We're human. Okay, so this side might feel completely different. So let's do the same again. Up tall, abs tight. We inhale, let's stretch the arm out and rotate through the waist. Inhale, let's take it back, and exhale all the way up. And I'm seeing my baby little niece from Umhlanga. Hello, Ren. Hey, gorgeous girl. And back out. And we press it out. And we rotate. I definitely feel a lot sticky on this side. And take it out. And pull yourselves up. Reaching up and over. And let's go 2 more times. Pressing out. And rotating round. And take it round. And up. You see, one can even do Pilates with a baby in hand. Hi, Kiva. See, anything's possible. We can do Pilates with our animals, with our babies. Stretch it out. Rotate round. Abs tight. And take it back around. Pull yourselves up. Reaching up and over. And take it down. Excellent. Last exercise and we are done. Back extension. Lie down on your tummies. Hands are next to your neck or shoulders. So this is called breaststroke. Normally we would have straps in our hands. Now, if you are really tight in your shoulders or you have a shoulder issue, you may not enjoy this at all. Linda, you will hate this. John, you'll battle with your shoulder. I even battle with my shoulder. So if it doesn't feel comfortable on your shoulders, because you have to have quite a bit of mobility in the shoulder to do this, then I want you just to take your hands back and then inhale, lengthen yourself up without pulling on your neck, and then take it down. Plain, simple back extension for those of you who have tight shoulders. For the rest of you, watch me. I have a shoulder issue, so I'll do my best, but I want you to try and do this with me if you can. All right, so we're going to inhale, lift the head and the chest. Now suction your belly button up. Press your arms forward without the shoulders going up to your ears. Take the arms back, pinky fingers to your thigh, and then you just bend at your elbows to bring your hands back, and then you go down. So let's do that again. Inhale, we lift. Press the arms forward. Pull the arms back as you lift a little higher. Pinky fingers to thighs. Bend the elbows and come down. Remember, keep your abs tight, otherwise you'll feel it too much in your lower back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, we lift. Squeeze your abs. Exhale, press. Pull the arms back, lift, squeeze your abs. Remember, work your upper back, not so much your lower back. And bend your elbows and come down. Last one. Lifting up, lift the arms as well. Press forward. Back with the arms, pinky fingers. Bend the elbows and come down. That's one of my pet hate exercises, just by the way. And press back into a lovely, beautiful, well-deserved rest position. Well done, everybody. So for those of you who've never done Reformer, maybe that's perked your interest a little bit as to what the Reformer can also offer. So press your arms. If you want to, take your right arm out, interlace your fingers, give yourselves a little stretch. And other side, right hand over left hand, and stretch. And back to center. And let's just move our spines in a little bit of a slow but movable cat stretch, just to loosen up your back after that back extension. Nice work. One more time. Pull. And today let's just do a roll up on our knees, seeing as we're down here. So hang at the bottom, come up onto your tall knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let's just roll up, roll up. Nice tall backs, reaching up to the ceiling. Look up. Deep breath, exhale. And down. And one more time, inhale, lift up. And we exhale. Take the arms behind you, interlace your fingers, and just press back and open up the chest. And release. Interlace your hands at the front, turn your hands inside out. Press the arms away, rounding into your upper back. Feel the opening up of the back of the ribs. And release. And well done, everybody. Excellent work. Thank you for joining. That was a lot of new stuff, especially for the new people. That was quite a challenge, but well done. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the day. And see you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks for joining. Bye. Bye, Kiva, Sanele, Cheryl. Pleasure, Richie. Bye, Linda, Lou. Bye, Kiva. Karina, Lizanne, Sylvia, Joe, John and Joan. Well done. Excellent. Nadine, bye-bye. Deirdre, thanks for joining. Hello, Ren. Kisses. Kisses. Hello, where's my smile? Thanks for joining. Bye, Sammy. Thanks, Gary. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, man.
Pleasure, Gay. Bye. Bye, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Bye, Red. There's my smile. Beautiful. Cheers, guys. Lots of love. Hey, Jazzy. Come see Ren. Look, there's Ren. There's Ren. Fat cat. Hello, Ren. There's a kitty cat, Ren. Look. Bye, guys.